What's up, everybody? Jimmy from Mind Sculpting MTG here. Let's get ready to play some Blue-Red Jhoira Storm on this Wednesday afternoon. How's everybody doing out there? I'm doing pretty good. I'm running a little behind today. Unfortunately, I wanted to start streaming right at 3 o'clock. Unfortunately, your boy's got to go to the gym, so just got done with the dreaded leg day, unfortunately, but hey, it was all good. I got some good workout in, and now I'm ready to work out my mind with some Blue-Red Jhoira Storm. So let's go ahead and get us a game going. Usually it doesn't take this long to get a game going. Wonder what's going on.
Your game can start.
There we go. Chandra Blazin wants to play. That's cool.
Your game has started.
Alright, so if you're not familiar with the deck, Blue-Red Jhoira Storm. It's a deck all about abusing Jhoira, allowing you to draw cards every single time you play a historic spell. You're also using Aetherflux Reservoir to storm off in a way, gaining life, then paying 50 to deal 50. Paradoxical Outcome, classic combo, honestly, in this format. Jhoira really just helps enable the whole thing. So starting off, I'd say this is a keep. I'm going to keep this. I don't have a Jhoira in hand, but I do have ways of getting it pretty quickly, I would say. Paradoxical Outcome is a great draw spell for me, in my opinion. I don't necessarily use it as a kill switch, if you will. We'll go ahead and drop the Spire Bluff Canal, following up with a Renegade Map. We're going to use that to thin out the deck. It's also useful as a very cheap artifact to keep drawing cards off of Jhoira. So, Saproling Migration for their second turn. They're playing green-red. I wonder what they're doing. Not quite sure yet. That's okay. Go ahead and drop a Sulphur Falls. And we will go ahead and sack and tutor for a land. Get an island, thin out the deck a little bit. And we'll go ahead and drop an Ornithopter. just to kind of help block a little bit. And we'll pass the turn from here. No reason to drop the Mox Amber quite yet, honestly, because it doesn't produce any mana unless we're controlling a legendary creature or planeswalker anyways, so it's really more of a combo piece. We'll block. Minimize a little bit of damage. Thunderherd Migration, interesting. What is this player up to? That's a very good question. Alright, so we got an Abrade. That's not too shabby. We'll go ahead and drop this Spirebluff Canal right here. Really, that's all we can do right this second. We don't really have much of an early game going on. We really just try to stay alive long enough to combo off. So, like right here, we'll do the same old song and dance. We'll block one of the Saprolings. And we're going to save this Abrade for something actually meaningful, not a 1/1 Saproling token. Not really something we really want to be abrading, honestly. Alright, so we got an Inventor's Fair. Go ahead and drop that. And as I mentioned earlier, I like to use Paradoxical Outcome as sort of a draw spell. So what we will do is we will go ahead and cast the Mox Amber to give us multiple targets to pick back up with Paradoxical Outcome. I'll target both of these because right this second we're just digging for combo pieces. Okay, it's always good. Extra Saproling tokens on the field. Now I needed a... Alright, cool. So we drew some cards. Lots of land, looks like. Yeah, that's really all we dug into. But that's fine. That's fine. We got some of those out of the way. Because otherwise we don't want to just keep drawing those for the next couple of turns. Go ahead and drop this Ornithopter. And drop this Mox Amber again. Just to make sure that we don't have to discard at the end of our turn. We'll pass the turn. It's not looking too good for us right this second with all these Saprolings. I'm very curious as to what their deck is really all about. Okay, Regisaur Alpha. This is not looking good at all. I'm gonna go ahead and block. Yeah. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and block the Dinosaur. Really don't want to, but we've got more Ornithopters in the deck, so just trying to minimize as much damage as possible right now. Alright. Man. You know, this deck only has 21 lands in it. That's the crazy part about this. Now, we would use Inventor's Fair, but we don't control enough artifacts at the moment, unfortunately. So, yeah. Either way we cut it right this second, we're not looking too good right this second, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and scoop on that. Alright, let's go to the sideboard. Come on. freeze up on me now. I didn't concede the whole match, I only conceded the one game. They were just gonna overrun. There we go. Alright. So, definitely going to be bringing in another Sweltering Suns and an Hour of Devastation. Definitely going to need those. As far as what we may not need, I think we can trim a Reverse Engineer. And we could even trim an Implement, honestly. It's just in there as another cheap artifact anyways. A Braid looks good. Definitely need to keep my spot removal. It's the only spot removal I really have in this deck, unfortunately. Keep the combo, although I am worried about some Braids possibly either in their main deck or even possibly coming in from the sideboard. I really don't want to change up the deck too much either at the same time. I don't know, maybe go ahead and bring up Padine in, just in case I'm worried about a Braids. Alright, so at least I got a combo piece with Aetherflux Reservoir. Yeah, we'll go ahead and keep this. Drop a Spire Bluff Canal and pass the turn. I'm going to be dropping Spire Bluff Canals for a couple turns, which is alright with me. Alright, and we'll pass the turn from here. Prophetic Prism is in the deck mostly as a cantrip. It can, in situational matches, fix your mana a little bit here and there. Not really what it's used for. Alright, so a Tali is in the hand. It's interesting, you don't see that card very often in this format. Alright, so I got an Inspiring Statuary, which is excellent. That's another part of our combo. Go ahead and drop another Spire Bluff Canal, and then we'll drop an Inspiring Statuary. And then we'll pass the turn from there, because we have nothing else to do. Okay. Well, still not much going on our side of the field. Go ahead and drop an island. And we'll drop an Aetherflux Reservoir. It's not really time to combo off, but we'll go ahead and drop an Ornithopter and a Mox Amber as well while we're at it. Go ahead and start getting us up in life. Not really too worried at the moment. We'll pass the turn from there. So we have some of our major combo pieces at the moment. We're really just needing a little bit more card draw. Jhoira would be great, especially since the deck is Jhoira Storm. Haven't pulled one yet, but not looking too bad. We've definitely padded our life total a little bit. Indomitable? Oh, that's not good. Alright. So I'm confused. What really just happened? I wasn't really paying attention that much. Let's see, Indomitable Creativity. I used to remember what that does. So destroy X target artifacts and or creatures. For each permanent destroyed this way, its controller reveals cards from the top of his or her library until an artifact or creature card is revealed and exiles that card. Those players put the exiled cards onto the battlefield and shuffle their libraries. Okay, so I'm guessing he... Okay, I get what happened. Because I'm a very low permanent count anyways. He destroyed the Aetherflux Reservoir, and I happened to reveal another Aetherflux Reservoir. That's actually pretty nifty. Nothing else we can really do right this second. We're gonna go ahead and pass the turn again. We're just kind of dropping lands and hoping for something good here soon. Carnage Tyrant. Okay, can't counter it. That's fine. He can't swing just yet. We'll go ahead and get the 1 life at the beginning of our upkeep trigger. And we'll go ahead and sack. Get a Prophetic Prism so we can actually draw an extra card this turn. Alright, draw step. That's actually a really good card for us to draw right this second, honestly, because that's part of our combo in a way. Alright, so we'll go ahead and drop a Sulphur Falls. Can't play the Prophetic Prism, unfortunately. But what we can do... Yeah. We'll pay the 1 blue. This is going to draw me 3 cards. We'll improvise, tapping the same permanents that we're returning to our hand. Excellent. That'll gain us a little bit of life. Alright, so excellent. So we've got some 0-costed cards that we can go ahead and throw down and keep a little bit of the storm count going a little bit. Go ahead and throw 1. Throw another. And 1 more. Cool. So we're already up to 36. So that's gonna come in handy for sure, since he's gonna be hitting us next turn for 7. We've got another Paradoxical Outcome in hand, a couple of Prophetic Prisms. We're not looking too bad right this second. I think we're actually probably going to pull this one out. Okay. Okay, so unfortunately, we only have 2 Aetherflux Reservoirs in the deck. And there went both of them. That's okay, we do have a backup plan. Alright, so we are going to draw some cards. And we are going to return these to our hand. Pay a blue. Special. Improvise. So essentially for 1 blue mana, we are drawing 3 cards. Which is excellent. Alright. So right this second, we could, well, yeah, I think we could. Okay. So Mox Amber is not going to get destroyed with an Hour of Devastation or Sweltering Suns. We're going to go ahead and drop that. That way we have Improvise for our Hour of Devastation and our Sweltering Suns. Do I have the ability to do that? I do. Excellent. So we will pay 2 red. Special. Improvise. Tap, tap, tap. And then we will hard cast a Sweltering Suns. I know that seems like a lot, but Carnage Tyrant is going to wind up winning the game for him if we don't go ahead and take care of it now. And it's gone now. Now it's gone. Otherwise, I think we just go ahead and pass the turn from here. There's no reason to go ahead and throw down some Ornithopters. We're not going to have to discard at the end of our turn. Immortal Sun. Okay. This has been such a weird deck I'm playing against. Okay. We are gonna Prophetic Prism. There we go. That's the card we were looking for. And that would be our backup plan. Hit blue. And we are going to go ahead and conserve our mana. And I did reveal some artifacts. I'm gonna grab the Renegade map, actually. Yes. Because now we're not worried about storming off. We're just trying to stay alive and hit for a lot. And we've already got a Mox Amber on the field, so that extra Mox Amber does not come in handy, unfortunately. Let's see. We want to leave open the ability to Paradoxical Outcome, just in case. So we'll go ahead and throw down some Ornithopters. As long as we can stay alive, that's all that matters, because we're going to hit hard when that Antiquities War goes off. We're just laying it all out there. Draw another card. That's cool. That's fine. But we have the ability to cast our Paradoxical Outcome if need be, to return whatever, to make sure that we can still take care of business here in just a moment. At the beginning of your draw step, draw an additional card. That's fine. Grow from the ashes. That's fine. As of right now, because of how many artifacts I actually have on the field, I'm only saving the paradoxical outcome just to protect them. Tali, Primal Storm. Whenever it attacks, exile the top card of each player's library. You may cast any number of non-land cards exiled this way without paying their mana cost. That's fine. There's nothing left in my deck that's going to serve them any purpose. So, no big deal. Alright, so drew a land. Second lore counter on the Antiquities War. We'll take a Prophetic Prism, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Drop another island. Throw down a Prophetic Prism. Alright, well, let's see. Let's do a little counting real quick. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, count them, 9 artifacts on the field right this second. All of them going to become 5/5s, 2 of which are going to become 5/5 flyers at the beginning of our first main phase next turn. Paradoxical outcome, you're going to protect me, but unfortunately, if he tries to do anything crazy, not really going to do much. Time to pass the turn. Hopefully nothing blows up in our face. I really like the Antiquities War in this deck. It's a really good card. Very, very interesting. How is this going to go down? Okay. Really? That's the only thing it's targeting. Okay. Okay. I see what you did there. Still not gonna be enough. I mean, 4 creatures? Oh, and you're gonna swing? Really? Really? Okay, go ahead. That's fine. That's less creatures for you to be able to block with. Unless you've got some crazy craziness up your sleeve. Alright, let's see. What are you trying to abrade? Prophetic Prism, of all things? Okay. Let's see, let's do some math real quick. You can only block with 1 creature next turn. Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead. do not think he knows what's about to happen. Alright, well there you go then. Time to go back to sideboard. See, I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, so back to sideboard. I'm just going to remove a Sweltering Suns and put in that Padeem that we were talking about earlier. Just feel like that'd be a great idea. Otherwise, I think I'm going to leave it the way it is. A Braid almost seems like I don't need it, actually. I'm going to go ahead and take those out. And, bring in a couple of Metallic Rebukes. Bring back a Reverse Engineer, give us a little more card draw. Alright, let's do this.
Your game has started.
Let's see what he does. Alright, cool. What's funny is this is almost modern-esque what I could possibly do right this second. But at the same time, starting off with one land. I think we're going to have to throw that back, honestly. Well, there you go. That's fine. We'll keep this. What are we scrying? Yeah, I actually like that up top. We'll draw that, so that's alright. Jhoira will finally make her first appearance in this live stream today, folks. Alright, drop a mountain. Drop a Renegade map. And pass the turn from there. Okay. Not much really going on here. And we'll pass the turn from there. Go ahead and sacrifice the Renegade map. Get another island. They'll get a couple of 1/1s. Okay. And anything good? Another Renegade map. It's not really all that great, but oh well. Field of Ruin. Renegade map. Throw down an Ornithopter to block. pass the turn from there, folks. Oh, well, you now swing with both of them. Okay. And we will block one of them. Okay. Nice. Nice. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and drop another island. We're going to play our Jhoira. Then we'll drop a Mox Amber. Yeah, that's fine. Some more spores. Cast a Historic Spell, we'll draw a card. Oh, nice. We'll go ahead and cast that too. Why not? Let's draw some cards. I feel like drawing a lot of cards. Oh, that's funny. So that's not gonna be played this turn, but that's okay. You know, we should have went ahead and done this, but that's okay. So we'll get another island. We'll pass. This deck's so weird. It's fun, but it's so weird. Regisaur Alpha. Look at you. Look at you with your big dino army, with your little fungi. My opponent seems like a fun guy. Yeesh. So block? Block? That's about all we can do at the moment. Lots of damage. Well, oh, I should have went ahead and done that, but I didn't. That's okay. I'm gonna draw 2 cards with the Prophetic Prism. Alright. And then what do we draw? Antiquities War. Sure. Yeah. That seems like a great idea. Question is, can we stay alive long enough for this to happen? My guess is maybe. Alright, let's see, what did I reveal? Well, that kind of comes in handy. Do I want an Inspiring Sanctuary? I actually feel like I want that Prophetic Prism. I really want that Hour of Devastation, but that's not an option, unfortunately. Yeah, I do want to put one in my hand. Yeah, we'll take the Prophetic Prism. We're actually going to hold on to that Renegade map. We're not going to sacrifice it. We are going to pass the turn from now and just try our best to stay alive. Can we do it? We will find out soon. Alright, so block here. Block here. Let's see, that would be 1, 2. Ooh. Alright. We have to survive one more turn. That's the unfortunate thing about it. We really don't need another Jhoira, but that means we can actually use the existing Jhoira we have to block a little bit more effectively. Alright, so what do we get from the top? Flux Reservoir. That's what we really need right this second, actually. Bueno. Alright, drop your land. Alright, first thing we're going to do is drop an Aether Flux Reservoir. Draw a card. Not the type of card I wanted to see. Float a mana. Drop a Mox Amber. Helping us stay alive a little bit. Is there really anything we can do to win this one? At least we'll be drawing 2 cards this time. Well. We draw off the Prophetic Prison. Anything good? Not really. Actually, no. Nothing good, unfortunately. Let's see, I've already played my land for the turn. I'm gonna have to discard the hand size. Let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 9 life. Alright, we're gonna pass the turn and see what happens. I still have 1 mana in my mana pool. So, cancel then. Is there anything I can do with that 1 mana? Well, actually, as a matter of fact, there is something I can do now that I think about it. No, I do not want to pass. We will turn it into a blue mana. Tap for a blue mana. I don't know, maybe this will give us more options of something to do, actually. Definitely helped us gain more life, so it's helping us stay alive longer. Interesting. Okay. So now we will definitely pass the turn. Ooh. That will be problematic for sure. Don't need that. Don't need that. Well, here goes nothing. We are either about to win or about to lose. And let's see, if we block the Regisaur Alpha and the 3/3 Dino, that would be 6 damage that we're taking. Is that really all you're gonna swing with? Are you serious? We're taking it. We're taking the 7 damage. Hopefully no pump spells, but we're taking that 7. I don't care. That's fine. Ixalan's Binding. What are you about to Ixalan's Binding? Oh, but he's gonna take care of the Antiquities War. Really? You are more... That's fine. That's actually perfectly fine with me. You can get the Aetherflux Reservoir. That's not how I plan on winning right this second, so that's fine. Alright, so draw a card. All of my artifacts become 5/5s. Play a Sulphur Falls. Honestly, all we have to do is just drop this Sweltering Suns and we win. Yep. And opponent concedes. Excellent. There you go. That's how we do it. Oh, finally won the match. Excellent. So Jhoira finally came out. She was about to die to Sweltering Suns, but that's okay. We had an army of 5/5 artifacts because of the Antiquities War. I love that card, honestly. I think I want to build a straight-up Antiquities War deck. That just seems like it'd be fun, but I guess this is kind of borderline an Antiquity War deck as it is.
Your game can start.
Your game has started.
Alright, had to mute the microphone for a second. As I mentioned at the top of the stream, I got back from the gym. Had to eat. And yeah, I actually spent more time focusing on playing that game than I actually did eating, so I just finally scarfed the rest of it down. Alright, so anyways, next match. I actually like this hand. I'm gonna keep it. It'll either be a really bad hand to keep, or it'll be a really good hand to keep. I have a board wipe, I have some spot removal, I have card draw. Okay. What a weird deck I was just playing against, though, in my opinion. Alright, so we got a Fetid Pools for turn 1 land. Either we're playing against blue-black mid-range, or maybe even a blue-black control deck. We'll find out soon. If it's a control deck, then I'm not looking forward to this match at all. If it's mid-range, I'm not looking forward to it, honestly, either. But the threat of the Scarab God is real at the moment, for sure. Rat Colony. Okay. Rat Colony gets +1/+0 for each other rat you control. A deck can have any number of cards named Rat Colony. I'm wondering if this is gonna be Rat Tribal. I'm intrigued, honestly. I'm very much intrigued. Go ahead and sack this Renegade map before the Prophetic Prism hits the field. Yeah, we'll take another island. Definitely. And then we'll draw a card. There we go. That's nice. It's very nice, actually. I'm not gonna pass the turn from here. See what this guy's got. Okay, so we're going to take 2 from the Rat Colony. Nothing else from our opponent this turn, okay. It's a little too early for me to be Sweltering Suns. I think we'll throw down an island. You know what, I think we'll just go ahead and abrade it. We're going to switch to kind of a control mode here. We'll pass the turn after that. Nothing else we can really do. I mean, yeah, we could throw down an Ornithopter. Yeah, we could throw down a Mox Amber. Honestly, I'm more concerned about dropping this Jhoira and drawing some cards off over. The weird decks that I'm playing against today on this stream. Jhoira. It sticks. That's awesome. So we'll throw down an Ornithopter, draw a card. Another Prism. Okay. I guess we'll go ahead and throw down a Mox Amber. Dig. So there's a land. Literally don't have anything else to do this turn, so we'll pass it from here. I really want to know what our opponent's playing. It's the only thing I don't like about Mox Amber. I mean, I guess a zero-costed mana rock, I mean, has to have some sort of drawback in today's standard. But, you know, it's a legendary artifact. I can only control one at a time. Okay, so opponent's got nothing. Having a braid. Sulfur Falls. I think we'll go ahead and swing with a Jhoira. Yeah. Anything? So we get in for 3. We'll go ahead and throw down another Prophetic Prism and draw 2 cards. Okay. What do we draw for Prophetic Prism? Okay, so we got Mox Ambers out the wahoo for sure. The wazoo, rather. Wazoo. Got an Abrade, so I don't know, it might come in handy. Still perplexed on what our opponent's actually doing. Okay, so they stuck around just long enough to figure out what we were doing. Black doesn't really have much artifact hate, so I'm really not concerned about protecting our artifacts. So I honestly think we're probably playing against some sort of a control deck. I'm gonna go ahead and take these Abrades out and throw in a couple of Negate and a couple of Metallic Rebukes. You know, honestly, I'm going to take out these Sweltering Suns too. I'm going to throw in some, not Baral's Expertise, wrong card. Wrong card. The threat of the Scarab God is real, so I'm bringing in these Sentinel Totems, honestly. Wow. The deck only has Jhoira as a red card now. That's actually pretty funny. So, yeah, always looking for islands for sure. We'll submit. We'll see how this goes.
Your game has started.
Have some cheap artifacts. I don't know. Well, honestly, I think this hand is keepable, actually. I have 2 of my win conditions. I mean, it's a 1-land hand, which is never grand. But I do have a Renegade map. I don't know, anything can happen, honestly. I really just want to see what his deck actually does. I mean, I've seen some rat colonies. It definitely intrigues me for sure. The only thing I really know about his deck is he's got a rat colony, and he's playing blue-black, so that's really all I know. Alright, there you go. So we'll drop an island. Drop a Renegade map. And, yeah. Passing it. Alright, so rat colony. Okay, untap, go ahead and sack. I am going to need that 1 red source, so we'll go ahead and grab that now. And, well, there you go. So, definitely not doing too bad on lands for sure. We'll go ahead and draw a Prophetic Prism. Draw some cards, or draw a card rather. Done. Pass the turn. What do I draw? Oh, that's not a bad card at all to draw. No, and not too shabby at all. Inspiring Statuary is a great card for us. Alright, so they are playing a Rat Colony style deck for sure. So now they're going to hit us for 3. Definitely wish I would have left in a little bit of spot removal, but I really wasn't sure what I was going up against, honestly. go ahead and drop the statuary. And what is it? 3. Beginning, if you control 3 or more, you gain 1 life. Yeah. Alright, so as much as I really don't want to do it, I'm gonna go ahead and drop an Ornithopter. And we'll pass from there. Let the Inventor's Fair do a little bit of work for us. Alright. Another rat colony. Who'da thunk it? Alright, well, we'll go back up to 10. Lands everywhere. I honestly feel like the most important thing for me to do is to go ahead and drop the Aetherflux Reservoir. I don't know, they have 12 on the field. We can block 4 of it. Pass from there. Fortunately, the Mox Amber doesn't produce any mana for us at the moment. And we will go ahead and block one of these rats. Oh, really? Alright, so that's game then. Alright, so we're definitely not playing a control deck, it seems. As to why they're playing blue for counter magic, I suppose. That's about it. Alright, so we'll go back to the sideboard. We will definitely be bringing our board wipes back in. Take out the negates. I think we'll leave in the metallic rebukes. We'll shave down a sentinel totem. Alright, we'll submit this in 60 seconds. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick.
Your game has started.
Alright, let's see. Let's do something a little bit better this time. Alright, so we're gonna keep this. We have multiple ways of drawing cards. We will lead off with a Sulphur Falls. Go ahead and get that out of the way. And pass the turn from there. So we brought back in our board wipes. We'll see if that was a good idea. More than likely it was. I mean, I'm very curious as to, you know, I'm surprised I haven't already built a rat colony deck, honestly. See, and if I were to build a rat colony deck, I would actually make it black-white or Zov colors, because of Radiant Destiny, for one, and you know, maybe even the Banalish Marshal. That'd be kind of a good card too, as well. I feel like. Alright, Prophetic Prism. Paradoxical Outcome. Not a bad card to draw. Alright, now hopefully next turn we can go ahead and draw an untapped land, so the Sulphur Falls doesn't come and get in the way. Alright, so we're Sulphur Falls. Then we are Prophetic Prism. Flux Reservoir, excellent. Really doesn't do us any good to do anything else this turn, so we'll pass. Lots of ways of drawing cards right this second. Another rat colony. No blocks. Okay, what do I do this turn? Alright, cool. So we got our land that we needed. Quite honestly, we are gonna go ahead and throw down an Aetherflux Reservoir. And we'll worry about drawing more cards next turn. Tetsuko Umezawa. Alright, so that's definitely a good reason to play blue in this deck for sure, because no matter how big the rat colony creatures get, they're always going to have a toughness of 1. But at the same time, against me, it really doesn't matter. If you just joined me, what's up, y'all? Say hi to me in the chat section, everybody. Alright, so, let's see. So, I'm actually okay with drawing another land. That'll help us do some work this turn. Okay. So, We definitely want to get our inspiring statuary in play. Oh, well, I got 3 people watching now. Excellent. That's even better. That might be a new record for me as far as while I'm actually live. Alright, so anyways, I'm doing okay, Andrew, honestly. I mean, we're at 11, our opponent's at 20, they're playing a Rat Colony deck. Tetsuko Umezawa doesn't really come into play, but at the same time, you know, it's another creature for them to attack me with. So anyways, back to the game plan. We are going to go ahead and throw down an Inspiring Statuary. Alright, so that's 1. Throw down a Mox Amber. That's 2 spells. Throw down an Ornithopter. Yeah, and I'm guessing we could just reverse engineer, honestly, and save our paradoxical outcome for another time. Yeah, let's draw some more cards. Special, improvise, tap, tap, tap. Okay. Nothing else we can play this turn, but at least we're back up in life total now, so we're doing a little bit better. I guess from here we just pass the turn. That was a pretty good turn for us. It was decent for sure. I really must delete this song off my computer because I know it didn't download properly and it's... Or maybe it did play. Oh, it's playing! Usually when this song comes on, it just skips to the next song because it doesn't actually play right. Yep, see? There you go. It's still not playing right. Playing more than what it normally would, at least. Alright, that's fine. Next turn, we're going to have some fun, it looks like. We are going to have lots of fun. We are going to draw cards off Paradoxical Outcome. We are going to do our best to storm off. Oh, a Jhoira, looky there. That's actually something I want to go ahead and get into play right now. Alright, so let's see, we have 6 artifacts in play. We are going to cast the Jhoira so we can draw lots of cards. Alright, so blue, a red, and then we will special, improvise, tap, tap. Alright, so that's Storm 1. Now, every time that we cast a historic spell, we're going to draw cards. So, next thing I'm going to go ahead and do for my next trick, as Doctor Who would say, or as the Doctor would say, rather, from Doctor Who. Alright, Storm Count, draw a card as well at the same time. Nice. Can I storm off this turn? That is the question. We're going to go ahead and throw down a Mox. And honestly, while it's on the stack, I'm going to go ahead and cast this Paradoxical Outcome as well. Let's see, we'll bring that back to our hand, we'll bring that back to our hand, that back to our hand, that back to our hand, and yeah, sure, why not? One more. Alright. We will pay a blue. Special. Improvise, tapping our remaining 3 untapped artifacts. Oh, did we, yeah, we did. We did. I couldn't remember if we actually did it or not. Ooh, drew some great cards, actually. Alright. Excellent. Now we don't lose the Mox Amber. Still, ooh, we have 2 paradoxical outcomes in hand still. I think we could probably do it this turn, honestly. We'll play it, no Ornithopter. Drawing cards. My hand's huge. Oh, another Aetherflux Reservoir would be so funny. And I could play it, but I actually kind of feel like doing it, but yeah, we're not going to worry about that other Aetherflux Reservoir. Let's see. Next, we've already played out all of our zeros except for Mox Amber. We're going to save that for a second. We'll go ahead and flood the board with some cheap artifacts. Renegade map. Alright. Obviously, we were definitely going to win on the spot right then, so opponent had no reason to stay in it. Excellent. So let's see. First match. We didn't win the match, but we did pretty good. We did pretty good. Second match against Rat Colony. We did excellent. We did excellent. First match was against some sort of Naya deck. I guess it was Naya Dinosaurs. I'm really honestly not sure. It had dinosaurs in it, but it also had saplings in it. So I don't know. Maybe they're just taking advantage of the cheap ways of putting saps into play with you know, the 2 and the 4 cost instant and sorceries to put saplings into play. Excuse me. Well, I guess let's go ahead and get another game going. But, blue-red, Jhoira Storm. I really like this deck so far. Pretty good. How's everybody doing today on this Wednesday? Got 2 people watching. Feel free to chat with me in the, chat below, honestly. Oh, hold on, wife's calling me. Alright, I'm back. Andrew John said, can't complain, just got off work. I'm off today, so I hear
Your
you.
game can start.
Oh, that was good timing. Sorry for the delay right then. My wife
Your
called.
game has started.
You know, if anybody out there is watching and is married, you'll know when your wife calls, you need to answer the phone. Alright, so blue-red Jhoira Storm. Land count looks good. Honestly, though, I'm really not digging this hand. I need stuff to do. So we're going to throw this back. That is true. Yes, you're absolutely right, Andrew Johns. You must be a married man yourself. Alright, looks better. We'll keep. Scry. How long you been married, man? I hear you. Yeah, we'll keep that on top. We'll keep an ornithopter on top. Yeah, I totally get that, John. My wife, you know, puts up with me playing Magic as well. In fact, whenever I told her I was streaming, she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your live stream. It's okay." Alright, so our opponent in the chat over here, I don't know if you can see that. I can't remember if I got it covered up or not. Just said some really weird things. Now, you can't see that at all. I'll move it just so you can see what they said. Yeah, anyways, good for you, man. Good for you. Alright, so my turn. Not really doing much. I'm sorry. Let's see. Congratulations, 1 year and a half. That sounds like me and my wife, actually. We got married in October. Alright, lead off with a Spire Bluff Canal. Pass the turn. Yeah, can you even read that comment that my opponent typed to me? Nice. Let's see. Alright, so opponent's playing some sort of wizard tribal, I'm sure. Mulligan to 4 is not nice. I agree with my opponent right there. Oh yeah, you read that? You read that, Andrew? Hey, Rocket. Alright, let's see. Yeah, we'll throw down a mountain. I have no idea what's going on right now. There we go. Pass the turn from here. Okay, so red and black. Interesting. Get two lava runners right off the bat. No blocks. I got no creatures. I know, right? Red, black wizards. I don't know. It could be Grixis. We haven't seen any blue yet. Statuary. Pass from here. Hopefully we don't get run over. I mean, we do at least have 2 Sweltering Suns main deck. We also have 3 Abrade main deck, so we definitely have ways of dealing with his creatures, but I don't know, hopefully we don't get overrun too quickly. We also have this Antiquities War in our hand as well. Wizard's Lightning, you're gonna hit me to the face. Nice. Yeah, Grixis. Interesting. I wonder what the black is for. Yeah, there's the blue Andrew. Hey, that rhymes. There's the blue Andrew. I just want to know what the black is for. I mean, are there really any good black wizards in this format right now? I mean, I'm a fan of Grixis colors to begin with. You throw some red and some blue in a deck, and I'm happy usually. Wow. My dog just let out the most rank fart ever. It's terrible. I had to look around to make sure he didn't actually have an accident. It was that bad. Alright, come on, computer. Stop being so slow. Drop an Ornithopter. Yeah, you should be. You should be glad you're on that side of the screen. It was bad. I have two dogs. Rocket, he's a Chihuahua. He'll be turning 2 in June. And then I have Jace, who is a Pit Weimaraner mix. Take a guess which one was the one who let out the fart. It was not Jace, I'll give you a hint. Drop a Mox Amber as well. We're just gonna go ahead and throw it all out there, so that way we can. Well, I guess we didn't have to throw that out there right then, but we're gonna play the Antiquities War now. Pay a blue. Improvise. Come on. I hate lag so much. I hate lag with a passion. Alright, what do we reveal off the top of the deck? Guess the only thing we can really grab is Prophetic Prism. We don't need 2 Inspiring Statuaries. And we'll go ahead and drop this. Draw a card off of it. We have tons of artifacts right this second, so Antiquities War is going to help us huge. Hey, nice. We'll draw some more cards next turn. We'll pass from here. Blocks, so I want my Ornithopter. We need them. Are you talking about the Ornithopter? Is that what you're talking about, Andrew? Or we need card draw? What are you talking about? Both, probably. I would say we need both. More cards, yes, agreed. But, I mean, next turn we will hopefully get another artifact off of Antiquities War. I have yet to not get an artifact off of Antiquities War every single time I've played so far with this deck. Gonna gain a life, for sure, off of Inventor's Fair. And... alright, I'm actually cool with the land, honestly. Alright, what do we get? Well, Andrew, you can actually check it out whenever you want to. I did not build this deck. I have not done any tweaks to it. It just seemed like it'd be a really fun deck for me to actually play. If you're looking for a deck tech on this video, MTG Goldfish is actually where I saw this deck. Saffron Olive did a deck tech on this video just the other day, actually, on his channel. And it just seemed like it'd be a really fun deck to play. It seemed right up my alley. I love combo decks. So, I mean, yeah, it is that deck, absolutely. So, yeah, if you've already seen that video, then you've already seen the deck tech on it. It's been a while since I played somebody else's deck. Alright, so no artifacts. I actually whiffed this time. Alright. It's a really good deck, though. It's really fun to play. Alright, so next turn, Antiquities War is going to go off. I have quite a few artifacts already in play. I'm going to draw some more cards. Improvise. It would really suck if our opponent's got a counter spell. Yeah, normally all the decks that I actually play are decks that I'm play testing to do a deck tech on, and I don't know, I wanted to actually play a different deck for a change. I wanted to sit back and just have some fun instead of, you know, analyzing every aspect of the deck I'm working on and trying to figure out what works and what doesn't work. I wanted to actually just play Magic for a change instead of work on Magic for a change. I will have some deck techs coming out soon, though. I should be filming one tomorrow, actually. Don't know what I'm going to do just yet. I have a couple of decks in the pipeline right now. Kind of feel like doing my blue-black discard deck. Alright, what is our opponent doing? Oh, nice. I love that deck. I love that deck. I mean, I love blue-red. That's my favorite, you know, dual colored deck, honestly. Alright, back to business now. Go down a Prophetic Prism. Draw a card off of it. Yeah, I actually think I might do my blue-red wizard deck for a deck tech tomorrow, actually. It'll, if I get a chance to film it tomorrow, it'll get posted Friday, hopefully. Alright, well, we are definitely gonna have plenty of artifacts to swing across the field next turn. Alright, pass the turn and hope we don't just get blown out from here. Come here, Jace. Come here, boy. What are you doing? Yeah? Tell me all about it. Tell me all about it, Jace. What about you, Rocket? What are you doing? Only 40 points. 40 points. Are you talking about on MTGO? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, 40 points of damage. Oh, yeah. I didn't realize you were talking about what I'm about to swing with. I'm sorry. Yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 right there. Really? Are you... I swear, I guess people don't read cards sometimes. Alright, come on. Come on. This is the downside of having a very slow computer and trying to stream all at the same time while playing. I don't know if it's a connection issue because my opponent is all the way in Germany, or if it's actually my computer. There we go. I'm about to swing for the fence for sure. I mean, my opponent can't do anything. They have no cards in hand. I don't know why he would swing. I mean, unless he just knew it was hopeless. Our opponent is stalling for no reason whatsoever. They are holding priority right now. Yes, he is. There we go. Finally. Come on. Let's get this game on the road. I mean, you can't delay the inevitable. I love the Antiquities War. If this was my deck and I actually tweaked this a little bit, I actually think I would go up on Antiquities War. Like maybe 2 copies, honestly. It has won so many games for me. And our opponent is at -20 once he lets this go through. Yeah, Andrew, he is taking a while. I don't know if it's coming through clearly on the stream or not, but if you look at our life totals, right above is a countdown clock. of how much time we still have left per player during our turns. Holy smokes is right. Yeah, my opponent just said holy smokes. But anyways, so I have 33 minutes and 2 seconds left on my countdown clock. My opponent, on the other hand, has 27 and it's still counting down. 26, 58, yeah. I think I would try to add Karn somewhere since he is both historic and creates artifacts. That's a fantastic idea. I do like the new Karn. I do like him. He combos well with Jhoira because he'll draw cards because he's historic, like you said. And he does create artifacts, artifact creatures that get +1/+1 for each artifact you control. So obviously, if I'm playing tons of artifacts, that's just another win condition, honestly. And who doesn't like more card advantage? And that's exactly what he is all about. He's all about card advantage. So yeah, I would have huge creatures right this second if I had a couple of Karn tokens on the field. I will be honest though, the only reason why I wouldn't put Karn in the deck is because I would much rather have Antiquities War. And the reason why is Antiquities War, it lets you go super wide and big all at the same time. Whereas Karn, you know, he's at most going to create maybe 2 or 3 tokens from one Karn. So, I mean, still 3 is great, especially with all the artifacts I have on the field. You replace 2 of the artifacts I'm swinging with right now with the Karn tokens, and they would be getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they both be 8/8s, which is excellent. Those are great stats. But you'd only have 2 creatures at that point instead of, you know, 8 artifact creatures all swinging for 5. So that's the only reason why I wouldn't want Karn in here. I already have other ways of generating card advantage as well. So that's the, you know, Karn's great. I love him to death. I hate playing against him, honestly. I just don't know if this is really the deck for him, honestly. Alright, what's our opponent doing? Our opponent's going to time out. I'm very sorry that my opponent's being like this. This is definitely making the live stream so boring right this second. At least we got some cool music playing in the background while we're waiting on our opponent to do something. Thank you. I agree. Definitely not my fault. Just asked my opponent, so can we go to game 2 now? It's kind of a catch-22 right this second. I really want to play game 2 against my opponent because why? But anyway, I really want to see why he's got black in the deck, honestly, for Grixis Wizards. At the same time, I really don't want to bog down. Alright, he lost for being idle. That's fine. I guess I'll never find out why there was black in the deck. Let's get somebody else that we can play against. That won't take 10 minutes just to finally concede. It's very frustrating. Very frustrating.
Your game can start.
Alright. New game.
Your game has started.
Oh, this doesn't look bad. I'll keep. Got 3 lands, a way to get a 4th. A little bit of spot removal, some card draw. Overall, I'd say it's not a bad hand. And we're on the draw, so, I mean, we'll be up. Oh my goodness, did he really? Oh, I feel so bad for my opponent. Do you see this? They mulligan down to 3 cards. Oh man, this doesn't even seem fair now. At all. I hope whatever cards you kept, my amigo, I hope they were worth it. God, I hate mulliganing down anywhere past 4 cards. Sometimes I won't even do it past 5 unless I really have to. We're gonna go ahead and sack. I'll take an island. Yeah, I'll take an island. Fit Prism, nice. Alright, Sparbluff Canal, Prophetic Prism. Alright. No land problem at all on my side of the field. They're making their land drops too. Go ahead and cast this. Okay. Truthfully speaking, I'm okay with discarding a land and keeping everything in my hand right this second, as opposed to casting the Mox Amber. So, we'll pass. And, we'll discard an island. Nice. There's Karn. We were just talking about him. Okay. So the one I choose is going to go into his hand. I will choose the plains to go into his hand. Jhoira. Then we'll cast the Mox Amber, draw a card. Nothing else I can do, so we'll pass from here. Well, we're set up quite nicely. Yeah, that seems probably legit. Either that or is a hell of a top deck for him. We are gonna let you have the Glacial Fortress instead of the Irrigated Farmland, so you can't cycle the land away. Seems like a good plan, right? We're gonna swing at Karn next turn with Jhoira. That's a definite. I do have bad news though. After this matchup, I'm probably gonna end today and start cooking dinner actually. Alright, let's see. Go ahead and swing. Well, thanks for joining me, Andrew. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to stream more. One of my viewers really wanted me to showcase the decks in action, and that way you can kind of get an inside look on how to play the decks that I come up with. So I will be streaming regularly for sure, at least once a week, typically on a Wednesday. Usually on Thursdays, I like to shoot the videos for the deck techs, edit them that evening, let them render overnight, and then post them Friday mornings. What I like to do and everything. I definitely got options this week for sure on what I'm actually going to do as far as the deck tech. I think I want to do that blue-red wizard deck that we were talking about earlier though. Nothing else I can really do, so we'll go ahead and pass the turn. We will hold off on the paradoxical outcome, use that as, say, like a protection for any weird, wonky shenanigans our opponent might have. Yeah, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it, Andrew. It's nice to actually have somebody to talk to during the live stream. Hopefully the more I do it, I'm gonna let you have the island. Essence Scatter doesn't really hurt me that bad. Ooh, Seal Away. Now I'm really glad I let him have the island, because I know... Alright, I'm gonna draw some cards, is what I'm gonna do. So, obviously, targeting the Jhoira. Go ahead and cast the paradoxical outcome. Bring that back to the hand. Bring that back to the hand. Bring that back to the... We're just going to scoop up our entire board state, basically. Did I... Okay, there we go. Now we clicked everything. Alright. Blue. We're about to draw hella cards, and it'll be so easy to play everything back out. Ah, okay. Negate, huh? That's fine. I have another Jhoira in hand, so it's not a big deal. That's fine. Not that big a deal. Search for Azcanta. Go ahead and throw down the Inventor's Fair. We will throw down a Jhoira. Ornithopter. Really? As much as I love Jhoira, not really what I wanted to see. Let's see, in case of emergencies, it is always important to have an evacuation plan. That is 100% true, and I did. Unfortunately, they had a plan for my evacuation plan, so... We'll pass from here. Nothing else we can really do at the moment. Yeah, in case of fire, break the glass. And that's what we did. Fortunately, that fire was a little too hot. Karn is such a great carded. Oh, definitely not letting you have that Torrential Gearhulk, but he's definitely got a slew of cards that he can start getting back here shortly. I do have an Abrade in hand to kill that Torrential Gearhulk, so. Alright. So, gain a life. Draw a card. Not a bad card to draw. Alright, land. Pathetic Prism. Draw 2 cards. One from Jhoira, one from Prophetic Prism. I will say, for a land that only has 21, I mean, for a deck that only has 21 lands, I tend to flood a little bit somehow. Swing at Karn. Let's go up 1 each time. Okay, yeah. And I have an evacuation plan still, so it's always good. It's been a boring match so far. Put a card you own with a silver counter on it from exile into your hand. I wonder which one he's gonna choose. Seems good, yeah. If I was to choose a card, I would definitely choose Karn for sure. I mean, not Karn, but Torrential Gearhulk as well. Yeah, we will draw a card, not draw a card, gain life. See? Still drawing lands. Still drawing lands. Alright, we will go ahead and swing at Karn with Jhoira. Goad out the Torrential Gearhulk. Possibly. Possibly, you never know. He could just let Karn die. There we go. Gearhulk. Okay. And we'll go ahead and abrade the Gearhulk. I wouldn't be surprised if our opponent has a counter spell. They didn't. So, they'll draw their cards now. Right? That sequencing was perfect. That's why you should always have main deck Abrade if you're playing red at all. Alright, so no more Karn. And, let's see. In the turn, we'll go ahead and activate the Inventor's Fair. That's fine. I'm glad to see you using your mana. Actually, that makes me feel a lot better about what I'm about to pull. Let's see, where you at? Aetherflux Reservoir. And let's have some fun, y'all. Let's have some fun. We're at 22 life already. Oh, snap. I didn't even realize whose turn we were on right then. I should have waited. I don't know why, but I thought we were at the end of his turn. Well, now they know what we're trying to do. Alright, let's go for it. Counterspell? Hope not. Disallow. Okay. Yeah, that's my fault. I wasn't really paying attention, I suppose, unfortunately. Still gonna draw a card. Statuary, that's not a bad card. Yeah, I know. It's my fault, though. I gave them too much information right off the bat. Let's see. We have 5 mana at our disposal. We can definitely play both of these cards at the same time. So we will lead off with a Statuary. Draw a card to land. Didn't really need it. And then we will finish off our turn. I don't know, did we go ahead and Paradoxical Outcome, actually? I actually kind of feel like we do. Because we can play... Yeah, we can. Let's do it. Let's do it. Draw some cards, you know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pay a blue. Improvise the rest. Draw lots of cards. Our opponent doesn't like that. Okay. They can't even cast the Hieroglyphic Illumination, so hopefully they don't have a counterspell already in hand, but if they did, they would have just went ahead and countered it, I feel like. So we got an Abrade now. What else do we call? Ooh. All of our Ornithopters? Yes, we do. Alright, Ornithopter. This will be a long turn. Ornithopter. Ornithopter. This is why I like this deck so much. It's very janky and broken all at the same time. So now we got cards that we know we're not going to need that we can totally get rid of. Alright, Mox Amber. Draw another card. Paradoxical Outcome. Oh! Excellent. That's pretty good. And we have an Inventor's Fair that we can go ahead and throw down next turn. Alright, so let's see. We have a bunch of cards that we're going to want to toss. We're going to go ahead and Prophetic Prism, because we can. No real good reason, but draw 2 more cards. Why not? Get a little bit deeper. We have 21 cards in our deck. Now we have 20. What did we just draw off that? Renegade map. Nice. Alright. We're going to attack our opponent now. What a turn. Definitely have lots of cards I do not need. I know, right? Finally getting in. I've been attacking with her, but it's the first time I've actually hit. Alright, come on. Opponent has no blockers. I don't know what they're doing. Well then, alright. So, opponent has quit the match. What do you think? Were we going to win that one? I think we were. I think we obviously were going to win that last one for sure. But you know what that means. I said it a minute ago. Yeah, Andrew, thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it, brother. Join me again for another live stream sometime, man. I really appreciated having the company while I play. You know, and I'm not used to it, so I'm grateful for it for sure. Thank you so much. For anybody else who might be watching this after the fact, thank you so much for watching. I will have deck techs coming up very shortly. Leave your questions, your comments down in the comment section below too as well. Thank you, John. Yes, Andrew. My pleasure. My pleasure. You have a good night as well, sir. Verbatim for what you said and everything. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next upkeep, folks. Y'all have a great day.